Hello, my most amazing artists. Today I'm going to be introducing you all to our Square One Art project. I'm sure that a lot of my friends who just heard that, who are familiar with it, just got really excited. And for all of my new K1 friends who are not familiar with what that is, our Square One Art project is a fundraiser that we do every year for the art program. And what you do is you create a piece of artwork, and that artwork will then be sent to a company who will transfer your artwork onto all different types of products, such as mugs, water bottles, keychains, pillowcases, you name it. You can get your artwork put on anything that they have, and these make really great holiday gifts as well. So we will make sure that we get all the ordering done and back to you before the holiday so that you can give them to your family as gifts. And those of you who are going to be working from home, I'm creating a video so that you can still participate with us, and I will send home your official Square One Art paper that you will do your artwork on and then send back to me. Also, if there's any supplies that you don't have at home that you need, I'm happy to arrange with your parents to get those sent home to you so that you can complete the project. So please just reach out to me via email and let me know what it is that you need, and I'm happy to get that to you. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. All right, hello, my most amazing artists. So this year for our Square One Art project, you all are going to be making a self-portrait. Simply, a self-portrait is a picture of yourself. This year it's going to have a little bit of a twist because this year is like no other year we've ever had before at our school. And so you're going to be making a masked self-portrait this year. That's going to be a picture of yourself but wearing your mask. Masks have become a really important way for us to stay safe as we go out into the world, so that we keep our germs to ourselves and keep everyone around us safe. They've become so important that in my house, my family, we have a whole stack of masks that we keep at our front door that we can grab and go. As you guys know, you want to just use one and then wash it before you wear it again. So we have lots to choose from here at my house. So I want you to go and get one of your masks that might be important for you as you are doing this project today. And go and get that mask and come back and we will get started. Alrighty, hello my most amazing artists. I have my mask here to look at for my masked self-portrait today. I also have a piece of paper and a pencil. You all are gonna get your official Square One Art paper that you will do your artwork on, but I'm gonna be just showing you today on a regular, just blank piece of paper how to get started. Okay, so when you're drawing a picture of yourself, the very first important thing to do is just start using simple shapes and lines to get yourself kind of going with this. So for your face, you're gonna go ahead and draw a U-shaped line or an upside down rainbow. And you're gonna draw this really light with your pencil. Just in case you mess up, you can go back and erase. So I'm just gonna draw my U-shaped line for the shape of my face, okay? After you've done that, you're going to draw your ears alongside as a marking point for how far things are going to be coming off the page. So your ears are going to be kind of halfway up that rainbow, and it's a sideways C shape that you're going to be drawing. You might want to have a mirror in front of you to look a little more specifically at your ear, but you're going to have that C shape. Then you're going to trace that shape, or you're going to follow with your pencil across that rainbow line to the other side and make that backwards U shape. That can be a little challenging, so you're welcome, of course, to erase if you need to. Just do your best. Then you're going to draw those inside parts of your ear with those other little curvy shapes that you see. okay? And we have our ears as our marking point for our face. Now, next up, we're gonna start with our facial features. And I like to start with the nose because that's right in the center of our work. And if you look at your nose in the mirror, you'll notice it comes down from the top of your ears to the bottom of your ears. That's kind of where your nose will fall. So if you kind of go to the side points of where your ears are and kind of follow that to the center, that's where your nose will begin, okay? Now your nose, I like to draw kind of the side of the face to get started. So you can draw just a line coming down that curves around sort of like a J shape, backwards J shape. Then you'll draw those two parts of your nostrils that come off on either side. They're just little curly lines. And you have kind of that basic shape of your nose, okay? That's just gonna help you with the placement of other things here for your self-portrait. So the next thing that you'll draw, you'll notice if you look in the mirror that kind of that top part of your nose actually goes right up to where your eyebrow line is. So look in the mirror and notice that your eyebrows kind of curve around. We all have different shaped eyebrows, but generally they all kind of curve one side and the other, okay? And you don't have to draw in every little line, but I like to just draw a little bit of detail in there. Notice again, I'm drawing really lightly right now as I get started. Okay, so the next step is going to be drawing your eyes. Now your eyes are shaped like an almond. So from the bottom of that, or from that eyebrow line, you're going to take a look in the mirror. We all have different, slightly different shaped eyes and also different distance apart. So look in the mirror and see the distance apart. I like to draw 2 dots to know how big to make my eyes. So I might start here and then put that other dot there so that you know when you're making that arched rainbow line shape where to end it. And then you're going to curve from the bottom back up to connect and make your eye, okay? Now, like I said, all of our eyes are a little bit different. So take a look in the mirror and see what you see and see how far apart your eyes are, okay? And remember, of course, we're doing our best in art classes. We are learning every single time on how to get better and better at this. So this is nothing that has to be perfect. We say that in art class all the time. Things do not have to be perfect, but we're trying our best. Alrighty, next up, you're going to draw the iris of your eye. That's that colorful part of your eye. And that's really gonna be a big part of your eye. So take a look in the mirror and notice that it kind of curves. That's that colorful part of your eye. Maybe take a look and see what color eyes do you have, okay? The next part is you're gonna draw that pupil shape. That's that circle, that black dot, in the center of your eye. And you might wanna shade that in a little bit with your pencil, but we're gonna be going over these with Sharpie later, so that'll help you as well. Alrighty, next up is going to be your eyelashes. Your eyelashes are that part that keep the dust out of your eyes. We all have eyelashes, whether we have a lot or a little, we all have some. So make sure you draw those. Then you're going to draw the eyelid line. That's that part that your eye kind of falls into when it's open. So I'm gonna draw that line above my eye, okay? And I have my eyes. Now, here's the thing. This year, it's gonna be a little bit different. Usually we are talking about how to draw our mouth, but this year, because we're going to be doing a masked self-portrait, you are not going to be drawing your mouth. Your mask is in fact going to be taking up a big part of your nose as well. So your mask comes down. It's going to come down under your eyes. And then it kind of has a little bump on your nose as it goes up. and then it comes back to connect to your other ear, okay? So you'll notice that's kind of like a big part of your face. And I'm starting to notice now that I have this whole big space here and it looks a little longer than I want. So you might want to come back in and make that a little smaller depending on how big your face is. This is a really great lesson here to see that even your art teacher sometimes has to erase and try again, okay? As artists, we're always working towards getting better and better. All right, and since our nose is actually hidden there under our mask, I'm going to go ahead and erase that nose that I drew. But it was really helpful to have that there as a starting point. Then the bridge of your nose kind of comes up on either side here, so you could keep that there, depending on how wide, how far apart the bridge of your nose is. Alrighty, so after we have done that, we're gonna go ahead and finish the rest of our portrait before we come back to how we'll decorate the mask. So the next part of our portrait is going to be our hair. Our hair is really a big part of what makes us look like ourselves. And we have a hairline that starts at the top of our ears and comes up. So you can see I already have these lines that are starting for my hairline here on either side. A lot of us like to think, you know, when we're drawing maybe a stick figure here and we just draw a face, and where does your hair come up? Oh, it just pops off the top of your head. Is that really where your hair starts? No, it actually starts down here on your face, okay? So really take a look at yourself in the mirror and think about that. So your hairline, depending on yours, I'm gonna look at myself and notice that my hair kind of parts to one side. So I've kind of got a line going down. And then the rest of my hair kind of comes up like this to create the shape of my face, okay? Now for me, as you guys know, I have really long hair, so I'm gonna draw lots of hair coming down, all the way down my page. Again, notice that I'm not bearing down really hard with my pencil. I'm hoping that you guys are able to see what I'm doing, but I'm not bearing down so hard that if I erase, I wouldn't be able to see those lines. You wanna make sure that you can erase those lines in case you make a mistake, okay? All right, and then I'm gonna draw some of those hairs on my face where my hairline is. Alrighty, so after I have my hairline, we want to make sure that we don't just have a floating head here. We want to go ahead and draw our neck and shoulders. So remember that when you draw a self-portrait, it's always a picture of your face, your neck, and your shoulders, okay? So your neck and your shoulders, with your neck, it's gonna start slightly in from where your ear ends. So you're gonna start here and notice that your neck just kind of starts around slightly in from where your ear ends on either side. Then you can draw yourself wearing whatever shirt you're wearing today, or if you have a favorite shirt that you want to include in this portrait, you can. I'm gonna draw my dress that I'm wearing today, so it kind of has a little bit of a collar there, and then my shoulders come all the way out to either side. So I'm just gonna draw a line going all the way out to either side, okay? So we are done now with our portrait, and now is the fun part where we really get to take the opportunity to make this mask about ourselves. All right, my friends, so we are back now with our Sharpie, and I want you to watch as I go over my entire portrait using my Sharpie. That means every line that I created in pencil, I'll go over in that Sharpie. Here we go. All right, my friends, and sorry about that. I'm not sure that you could see the bottom of my page there, so I just lifted it up so you could see. I decided last minute to just add a little more detail to the clothing I was wearing so that it would be fun to color in. So like I said, you can, you know, when you're creating your clothing that you're wearing, you could do whatever it is that you're wearing today as you do your portrait. You could have it be your favorite shirt that you like to wear, or you can just be creative and come up with a pattern or design for something that you're wearing. Alrighty, so we are finished with Sharpie and we are now ready to start coloring in.